Hey you guys, I'm coming to you guys with a quick message. Again, Facebook inspired. Morning, I may cough a couple times and I do need batteries in my smoke alarm, so you will hear beeping and you probably will hear coughing. I'm sorry, but see, I apologize quick enough, but I have a little word or whatever that came up, and it just is a thing that just really make you think. It's not a thing like I'm judging you or want to make you feel bad or make you feel like you're not on my level or you should be doing what I'm doing, but just really take time to think and just really sit down and get in this place for a moment. I was just on Facebook and I'm seeing all these people who want to be rappers. I was thinking to myself, like, everybody trying to rap, I want to preach. And I'm like, everybody like doing all this stuff for likes and all these extravagant prom dresses so they can take these pictures and post them, and prom, like prom always been a big deal or whatever, but it's like it's going to a whole nother level. Like, these girls are being dressed like, granted, all right, you 18, you may feel like you're grown, but you don't need to be showcasing yourself like the way that they're being showcased. Like, I'll just be looking like, and the time and the effort that goes into just being extravagant with it. And I'm like, I'm worried about how many souls I can reach. And it's like, then the people want to be like, well, no, I ain't focused on rapping. I got a job and, I'm working and I'm successful or whatever. I'm making money. I got degrees. It's like, okay, cool. Cool. That's good. And it's just really kind of like, y'all, time go by. Like, we don't got the time we think we have. I know y'all have heard me say that before, but we don't got the time we think we have. And it's like, your body gonna die. And think about what's gonna happen when your body die. You can't run no more. You can't hide no more. You can't make up excuses no more. Your soul is gonna leave your body, and it's not going to be up to you where it goes. Like, it was up to you the whole time, whether you realize it, but it's not going to be up to you where you go after that point. There'll be nowhere for you to run or to hide. There'll be no more excuses for you to give. There'll be nothing else left for you to say. And it just really brought me to the point. I'm like, on Matthew, the scripture that I'm just really getting is like Matthew 25. Oh, I hate my phone just went out of it. Matthew 25 and 14. I'm trying to get to it on my phone. Everybody got a phone. Download Bible Gateway, or either go on blueletterbible.com and you can be pulling it up while I'm pulling it up, since I had to take the time to pull it up because I thought it was already on my phone, but it wasn't. Okay, so it starts out with like the parable of the 10 virgins, and basically I'll just read it and I'll kind of skip through it a little bit for time's sake. At that time, the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish and 5 were wise. The foolish ones took their lamps and did not take any oil with them. The wise ones, however, took oil in the jars with their lamps, and the bridegroom was a long time in coming, and they became drowsy and fell asleep. So it's like they were anticipating the wait. They knew they were coming to meet somebody. They knew they had something to wait for, but they didn't know how long the wait. They were excited about it, so it's like they hurry up and, they went. And some of them were prepared for the waiting, and some of them weren't prepared. They knew it was coming. It was just like, all right, I'm going to show up. But they weren't prepared for the waiting. And at midnight, a cry rang out, and it's like, here comes the bridegroom, come out and meet him. So all the virgins woke up and they trimmed their lamps, and the foolish ones came to the wise ones who brought their oil and was like, give us some of your oil or whatever, so our lamp can be on, girl. Here, give me some of that oil. Let me use some of your oil that you brought. And that was like, no. That was like, it may not be enough for you and for me. It was like, go to somebody who sells some and go buy some for yourself. And while they were on their way to buy the oil, the bridegroom came, and The virgins who were ready, they went into the wedding with him. And then the door was shut. Y'all, the door was shut. And later, they came saying, Lord, Lord, open the door for us. But he replied, truly, I tell you, I don't know you. Truly, I tell you, I don't know you. And again, I'm going to go straight to another parable. And this is Matthew 25:14. The parable of the bags of gold. Again, I will tell you like a man on a journey who called his servants and entrusted him with this wealth, basically. And to one he gave 5 bags of gold, to another 2, and to another 1, each one according to his ability. He gave them an amount of gold according to their ability. So that means the master or whatever, because clearly he has servants. So the man knew his servants' ability, and he gave them gold according to their ability. Okay. So he went on his way in his journey. And the man who had received the 5 bags went and put the money to work. He gained 5 more. And the one with the 2, so also the one with the 1 bag of gold, he also went and he gained 2 more. And then the man who had received 1 bag, he went off and dug a hole and buried it in the ground. He hid his master's money. He hid the gold that was given to him based on what his master knew his ability was. He hid it, okay? After a long time again, this thing of waiting, this thing of time, this thing of anticipating time. After a long time, the master of those servants returned, and he called the servants to him, and he, the man with the 5 bags, he brought it back and said, Master, you gave me 5, see, I gained 5 more. He said, well done, thy good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. I will come and put you in charge of many. Come and share your master's happiness. Good. Like, I want to hear that. Excuse me. The man with the 2 bags of gold, the master said, he came and said, well, you entrusted me with 2 bags, so I gained you 2 more. Again, the master replied, well done. You've been faithful over a few things. I will put you in charge of many. Come and share in your master's happiness. Then the one who received the 1 bag, he said, Master, I know how hard you were with sowing and I knew that you are a hard man and harvesting. You have not in sowing and gathering. You have not scattered the seed. So I was afraid, and I went and I hid the gold in the ground. See here what belongs to you. The master replied, you wicked and lazy servant. You knew that I harvest where I have not sown, and I gather where I have not scattered seed. Well, you should have put my money on deposit with the banker so that when I return, you would have returned it back with interest. So take the bag of gold from him and give it to the one who has 10 bags. Whoever has will be given in abundance, and whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them. And throw that worthless servant outside into the darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. I don't gotta spell that out. Y'all know what that means. Where is weeping and gnashing of teeth keep being brought up and keep being explained. This is what was said about the servant who hid the talent in the ground. He did not do anything with it. It's saying he who has, he will be given more, and he who has who does not have, even what he has, will be taken from him. Okay, so I'm talking about people and talent and the things that you're doing. And the question that I rose up on Facebook, because I did make this a post, when it boils down to it, and you're asked, what did you do with yours? Really just take the time and clear your mind, clear your slate. Imagine yourself sitting, all right, you're dead, body gone, okay. You're in another dimension. You're in the spirit now. You're facing God. And he asks you, okay, so what did you do with yours? Lord, I was a rapper. Imagine that feeling, like my stomach almost sunk at imagining the fact that that's what I would have to say to my Creator, who gave me gold, who gave me talents according to my ability, knowing that I could work them, knowing that there was something that I could do to get a return for it. And what I say is, Lord, I was a rapper. Or, Lord, I was a trapper. I was out selling drugs. I made a lot of money on this earth. I had a lot of women, or had a lot of cars. I had all the nice clothes and things, Lord. That's what I did. Or, Lord, I did hair. And I'm not throwing shade at nobody. These are just 4 different scenarios that came up. And it's like, okay, you did hair. Okay, you did hair. Or either, Lord, I was just trying to take care of my kids. Lord, I was just trying to take care of my kids. My focus was there, you know. My focus was on being a rapper and rapping and talking about these things. And it's like, y'all, honestly, you know what we're hearing. Weed, money, sex, drugs, clothes, fame, or putting down somebody or degrading somebody, or encouraging someone to degrade themselves, or encouraging somebody into a lifestyle of sin and debauchery with you. Most times is what you hear. And, you know, trapping, like, you selling drugs, man. Yeah, you making a lot of money. You accumulating fast wealth, but you're helping people put something into their body that's killing them. And not only is it killing them, it's taking glory away from God. The devil has things used and set up to mock what God has. And when you spend time with the Lord, and, you know, you can get high off his spirit. And I'm not saying it in no worldly sense. Don't think I'm saying you be over there like zooted up or whatever on his spirit, but there is a sense of joy and just happiness and gladness and peace that comes with spending time with the Lord and knowing him and operating in your purpose, and just putting in that time. And the devil knows that, but he wants to put things out there in the world to derail us, or to give us these quick sensations so that we don't never have to go to the real thing. You get what I mean? I hope that made sense to somebody. But the ending question is, okay, Lord, I was a rapper. Lord, I was a trapper. Lord, I did hair. Or, Lord, I was just trying to take care of my kids. He says, okay, but what did you do for me? What did you do for me? All those things have an earth sense. All those things have a meaning or a matter in the earth. What'd you do for me? Did you disregard me? Did you forget that I am he? Did you forget who I am? Did you not take the time to consider? Did in your time of waiting, did you lose a sense of who I was and what I am and what I've done and who you are in me? That I created you for a purpose and for a plan? Really think about what your answer would be. Really think about how you would feel about your answer, your true, honest answer. These are things we have to be considering. We can't, in our time of waiting, don't think we need to go get some oil for our lamp. Don't be sitting there waiting on that one saved friend, or that one righteous or holy friend, or that one Bible holy roller that you know to be and have enough for you. Because when that time comes, they're going to tell you, hold on. I packed my own basket. You know, I had my own stuff ready in the waiting. You know, I went and I returned the prophet, my master's prophet, what he gave me. I went and made a return on it. I didn't bury it or hide it in the ground. I had my oil. I was ready when he came. And I was able to be received. The door wasn't shut on me. The door is not going to be shut on me. So I'm not going to give you what I got for the door to be shut on me. What are you doing? You've been given gold according to your ability. So if you know how to rap, how can you glorify God in that? Turn it. The devil can give us ideas, y'all. Learn how to flip the script on the devil. Learn that anything that he's saying or trying to encourage, to go run and do the opposite of it, y'all. Here I go and dropped it again. Forgive me. But learn. And it's like, just really in that time when he asks you, what will you really say? What will you have worth saying? Like, what holds the most weight and worth and value with me right now is really getting the word of God out, because I see there's a need. I see there's a deficit. I see that there's a lot of people who are saying they're believers and stuff, and people who are calling themselves Christians and stuff, and it's like, y'all, we can't be on this fence straddling stuff forever. People are missing out and losing out because we're not where we're supposed to be. We're not equipped and we're not ready. We don't have our oil for our lamp for his return. How your lamp gonna burn and you don't got no oil? How? Let me put it in a term you can understand. How your phone gonna turn on and your battery dead and you ain't bring no charger? You always gonna need to use somebody else's charger. They need a charge too. You best believe and you know it. You know it's true. You know it's true. You know it's true. Let your phone be dead and your friend got a charger. They be like, okay, yeah, well, I got about 50% left right now. You can use the charger for a little while, but when my battery go down, I'm gonna need to get my charger back so my phone can fully charge. Basically what they're saying, I'm not about to be without. I'm prepared. I got what I need. It's mine. I can let you use it as long as it's not going to cause me to be in a deficit. You know, so prepare up and be ready for yourself, y'all. He's coming back. He's coming back, and he's coming back for us, y'all. Don't have the door shut on you. Don't have him say, I don't know you. Don't have him tell you he don't know you. Come on, y'all. Stop getting so caught up on this sissified, overly, you know, I need you type of Jesus. Like, come on now. He not sitting back saying, all right, well, yeah, he does love us. He not sitting back saying, yeah, I love you. So I know you did everything wrong, and because I love you, yeah, come on, I'm going to take you back. Come on, I'm going to take you back. Come with me. Just come on. He's saying that right now. That's when he's saying it right now, y'all. He's saying that he's got that kind of thing going on with us right now. But he's not saying that for you to take him as a wimp, for you to play him like he weak. He's not saying it for that reason. He is extending his grace and his mercy to you so that you have opportunity to come in and get it. But we over here thinking that we just got it made in the shade and the sun. We living large and in charge. No. It ain't like that, y'all. It's not like that. You don't got it how you seem to think that you got it. Have your oil ready. Do something with the talents that he's given us, that he's given you. Do the right thing with it. Don't come back to him and have something pretty much weak to say when he asks you, so what did you do? What did you do? Let him be able to say, that good and faithful servant. Let him not have to tell you, I don't know you. Go to the place where the darkness be. Throw that servant out to the darkness where they're weeping and gnashing their teeth. Why would you weep and gnash your teeth? Think about that. What position would you be in where you would have to weep and gnash your teeth? That means to be departed from the presence of the Lord. That's why you would be weeping and gnashing your teeth. You got the opportunity now to learn how to practice the Lord's presence and have him here while you're on earth. But you're just thinking that you can do whatever you want right now, and then when he come back, he's going to receive you as his own and into his kingdom. He gonna have to say to some of y'all, I don't know you. I don't know you. Not only did he say I don't know you, he called them wicked. He called those people wicked and told them to throw them out into the darkness where there's weeping and gnashing of teeth, y'all. It don't gotta be like that. You know, if you want somebody to beg you, I don't know, maybe you can consider this it. But it don't gotta be like that, y'all. Come now. Be ready now. Be doing something now. What kind of servant are you? How are you serving? How are you serving? What are you doing? Don't let everything that you're doing matter in the world right now and have no meaning when you're not in the world. The Bible tells us we're not of the world. We're in it, but we're not of it. Don't let your whole mind and everything be geared to what this world got going on and what the world is doing. Don't be fooled, y'all. Get out of it and come into God's glorious and holy light. Turn your ways around. I'm pleading for a reason. This wasn't even in my plan to say this, but turn around. Come to Him. You got a purpose in Him. He gave you a bag of gold with talent. Let it be used for His glory. Let it be used for the purpose He gave it to you for. Don't go back and give Him what He gave you, because that's all that'll happen. You die and you ain't did nothing but everything in the world that you could think that you wanted to do, or trying to gain some kind of likes or popularity or a monetary richness. And you're going to turn right back around and give God back what He gave you, the same way He gave it to you. That's not what He intended, y'all. That's not what He intended. That wasn't His design and His plan and His purpose for why He gave you what He gave you. So I thank y'all for being patient and listening. Again, the text was coming out of Matthew 25. The parable of the 10 virgins, and then the parable of the I don't want to say it wrong, that's why I say it like that. Of the, goodness gracious. And it keep going away. My phone ain't being nice to me today. Parable of the 10 virgins, and then the parable of the bags of gold. That was simply said. So please, take the time, read that over. Have that intimate moment in prayer with God, and just really, really pour out your heart. Really say everything that's in the depths of your soul. Say it to Him. Let Him know how you feel. Let Him know why you've been doing what you've been doing. Let Him know our honesty is needed at times. And it ain't needed because God needs it, but it's needed because you need it. It needs to be out in the open. It needs to be cleared. So have that intimate moment with Him and really take that time to consider. If your body's taken from you right now, if it dies, you left with your spirit, and you're asked, what would you say? What'd you do with yours? What would you say? And let your work be towards having a good answer. So I love y'all. Y'all have a good day. And I need to try to go to sleep. Bye.